Good morning, I'm Craig DeGrelli. It's Monday, May 19th, 2025, and these are your Unbiased Updates. Former President Joe Biden and his family reveal he has received a potentially deadly diagnosis. This morning, reaction is pouring in as the 82-year-old battles an aggressive form of cancer. Also, saying the point of the phone call is stopping the bloodbath. President Trump will be speaking by phone with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The latest push to end the Russia-Ukraine war happens later this morning, and how Ukrainian President Zelensky will be looped in.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world, these are today's Unbiased Updates.
There has been an outpouring of support across the political spectrum after it was revealed that former President Joe Biden has an aggressive form of prostate cancer. In a statement released Sunday, his team says the cancer has spread to his bones, but it appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. Biden and his family are currently reviewing treatment options. Reaction came quickly. President Trump weighed in, posting on Truth Social, "Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery." Former President Barack Obama also posted a message on X saying, "Michelle and I are thinking of the entire Biden family. Nobody has done more to find breakthrough treatments for cancer in all its forms than Joe. And I am certain he will fight this challenge with his trademark resolve and grace. We pray for a fast and full recovery." Former Vice President Kamala Harris also posted on X saying she and her husband, Doug Emhoff, are keeping Biden and his family in their prayers. Biden's cancer diagnosis comes after a small nodule was found in the former president's prostate. Doctors say it is characterized by a Gleason score of 9, which means it has metastasized to the bones. The diagnosis is renewing scrutiny over Biden's health. Tomorrow, a new book on the former president's physical, mental, and cognitive decline is being released. The book, by journalists Jake Tapper and Alex Thompson, claims Biden's inner circle concealed his health issues while he was president. The 82-year-old former president has kept a low profile since leaving office in January. He appeared on ABC's The View alongside his wife Jill earlier this month. A high-stakes phone call is set this morning between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. It comes as the war in Ukraine reaches a new deadly phase. Donald Trump says he plans to implore Putin to end what he calls the bloodbath in Ukraine after Russia launched its biggest drone strike of the war over the weekend. Putin, for his part, heads into the call confident, with Russian forces gaining ground and signaling no signs of backing down. The Trump-Putin call is expected around 10 a.m. Eastern this morning and will be followed by a separate call between Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. It comes after Zelensky talked with Vice President J.D. Vance, as well as Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Rome yesterday. The Ukrainian leader emphasized the need for diplomacy in securing a full and unconditional ceasefire after the meetings. It's the first face-to-face meeting between Vance and Zelensky since their tense exchange at the White House in February in front of the media. Zelensky also met with the newly elected pontiff for the first time. Pope Leo XIV called for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine at yesterday's installation mass. The diplomatic talks come as multiple people were killed and a number of others injured after Russia's attack on a busy railway station in Ukraine over the weekend. Zelensky says all the victims were civilians, including members of one family. On Capitol Hill, House Republicans have taken a big step toward advancing President Trump's legislative agenda, but not without some last-minute drama. The House Budget Committee passed a sweeping tax and spending bill late Sunday by a single vote after 4 conservative holdouts dropped their opposition and voted present. They say they secured behind-the-scenes commitments, including moving up work requirements for Medicaid and making deeper cuts to clean energy tax credits. The bill would make President Trump's 2017 tax cuts permanent, eliminate taxes on tips and overtime, boost military and immigration spending, and offset some of the costs with deep cuts to Medicaid, food stamps, and education. The bill is still evolving and could face new hurdles when it goes to the Rules Committee this week.
Oh, I feel like we're about to watch it crash into the Brooklyn Bridge. It's totally crashing. Look. Look, the sails are hitting it. Look. Oh my God.
Some incredible video to show you this morning. Hard to believe it happened, really. An investigation is underway into what caused a Mexican ship to crash into the Brooklyn Bridge, killing 2 people and injuring more than a dozen others over the weekend in New York. Federal and New York State authorities are currently probing the incident. The National Transportation Safety Board is scheduled to hold a press conference Monday after it announced it is sending a team to investigate the crash. A witness describes what she saw as the ship hit the bridge.
I was crossing the street by the Esplanade, and I saw the boat going towards the Brooklyn Bridge, non-stopping, and then all the top crashed.
Wow, it was almost like it was slow motion. Officials say nearly 300 people were on board the ship at the time, and sailors could be seen dangling from the vessel after the mast snapped off. The Coast Guard called the incident a devastating tragedy. It also halted all commercial traffic in the area as crews worked to move the ship off to the side and a nearby pier. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says the ship lost power during a ceremonial departure, causing it to drift backward and hit the top of the bridge. The Mexican Navy says the vessel was set to depart the South Street seaport for Iceland. Officials say the Brooklyn Bridge was not structurally damaged. This morning, there is encouraging news for about 100,000 commuters in the Newark, New Jersey and New York area. The train engineers' strike is over. The Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen walked off the job on Friday in a dispute over wages. That forced commuters who take New Jersey Transit every day to work to find different ways to get into the city from Jersey by going over the Hudson River by bus, car, taxi, and boat, no trains. The strike also affected travel to the Newark airport. Sunday, the engineers and management reached a tentative deal to end the strike. That's the governor right there, by the way. There will be one more day of inconvenience as New Jersey Transit says the trains will not be back on schedule until early Tuesday morning as inspections will be taking place today. Terms of the new labor agreement are going out to the 450 members. The union chief says hourly pay is going up. He would not say by how much, only that it will not bust the budget or force train fares to go up. A British climber has beat his own record, again scaling Mount Everest for the 19th time. That is amazing. 51-year-old Kenton Cool climbed the world's highest mountain, extending his record for the most ascents by a non-Sherpa. Fellow climbers call the record legendary. Cool first successfully reached the top of Everest in 2004 and has made the climb every year since. Wow. The world record for most ascents of Everest is 30, so for Cool, just 11 more to go. This is case in point. I just got done reading a great book called How to Die with Zero. And the moral of the story is don't put off your dreams and goals and expectations until later in life when your health is not the greatest. Go for it now when you have time and you're still healthy. He's 51, still going up Mount Everest, and still has many more ascents to go. Good luck to him. And by the way, his last name's Cool, and that's really neat. Those are your Unbiased Updates for this Monday, May 19th, 2025. We'll see you back here tomorrow. For all of us here at Straight Arrow News, I'm Craig DeGrelli. Have a great day.